Welcome, everyone. It's great to be speaking with you today, and I would like to thank SD Times for bringing us together to talk about low-code, no-code, and its significance within the software development market. Across the planet, we are facing profound changes: volatile business markets, talent shortages, unpredictable geopolitical events, and environmental and humanitarian crisis. COVID-19 was a wake-up call. The pandemic changed our world virtually overnight. The global health crisis caused unparalleled disruption across industries, businesses, and our personal lives. Businesses were challenged in different ways. On one extreme, those in the travel and hospitality industry were the worst hit and had to figure out a way to wait it out. On the other extreme, companies like Zoom found themselves in the right place at the right time. But most companies were somewhere in between. One thing was clear: organizations had to adapt quickly to weather the storm. As we look back over the past 2 years, we see that the pandemic put a spotlight on all the manual and semi-digital processes that had to be modernized. With employees working from home and customers expecting new contactless ways to do business, organizations had to become digital fast. Companies that were already digitally savvy fared much better than those that weren't. And digitally fluent companies increased their dominance. Ready or not, technological change is impacting our lives more rapidly than ever. According to Accenture, leading enterprises compressed 10 years worth of digital transformation into just 1 or 2 years during the pandemic. So if you have the feeling that technology is moving faster than it used to, I think you're right. One reason change can occur faster is the rise of new exponential technologies. Exponential technologies are enormously faster and cheaper than what they replace. Today, exponential technologies such as cloud and edge computing, IoT, biotechnology, artificial intelligence, and machine learning are already impacting our daily lives, and their impact seems to only be accelerating. IoT is helping smart cities become more energy efficient and less congested. Shanghai, the world's #1 rated smart city in 2022, has IoT sensors deployed to streamline everything from public parking to street lighting to trash sorting. Biotech is showing promise in treating debilitating conditions such as paralysis, cancer, and blindness. And recently with COVID, we saw the rapid production of new vaccines by various biotech companies. Artificial intelligence is being put to work in the fight against supply chain disruption, food shortages, natural disasters, energy waste, and manufacturing automation. The rate of advancement is accelerating. So the idea that these technologies can help address some of our toughest challenges is a real possibility. So let's talk about low-code, no-code software development in this context, how it is becoming a breakthrough exponential technology in its own right. Now, more than ever, software is central to the operation of a business. And your custom software is your competitive edge. SaaS, or software as a service, is how most software is offered today. But SaaS is one size fits all by design, and it isn't easily customizable. SaaS is fine for standardized processes like employee expense reporting or vacation requests, but not for core product offerings and customer-facing experiences. How can you differentiate yourself if you're using the same software as everyone else? Low-code empowers people to digitally adapt and thrive. It provides a platform for human creativity to explore and test new ideas. It helps organizations improve productivity, time to market, and profitability. It allows teams to prototype and launch custom applications fast and to iterate more easily based on customer feedback. Low-code is not only here to stay, it's rapidly accelerating. The low-code, no-code market generated $5.8 billion in revenue in 2020 and is expected to grow at compound annual growth rate of 30%, reaching $187 billion by 2030. While cost and speed are key drivers for low-code, we should also note that there is a huge shortage of professional developers, further accelerating its adoption. As of 2020, the global talent shortage surged to 14 million skilled workers. Over the next years, the shortage is expected to be more than doubling to 85 million worldwide. Companies risk losing $8.4 trillion in revenue because of the lack of skilled talent. Developer roles are the second highest sought after skills, only behind data analytics. Low-code helps address this talent shortage. Gartner predicts that citizen developers will outnumber professional developers at enterprise companies by a factor of 4 to 1 next year. This creates an interesting outcome, as Gartner also predicts that by 2024, 80% of technology products and services will be built by those who are not technology professionals. 80%. Low-code provides a foundation for an untapped talent pool to create custom digital solutions quickly at a low cost, and with the ability to improve applications as requirements change. So how does the rapid growth of low-code play out in the real world? Let's look at some specific examples. During the pandemic, we saw companies across different sectors use low-code to navigate the impact of COVID. For instance, using Caspio's no-code platform, Snap Healthcare launched a turnkey solution to help organizations streamline COVID testing and compliance. Prior to the pandemic, the company operated several healthcare clinics. Due to the COVID restrictions put in place at hospitals and clinics, Snap Healthcare's revenues were slashed by 70%, seemingly overnight. To survive, they needed to rapidly pivot their business. The company quickly identified new market opportunities and reinvented their business model in light of the pandemic. They used the Caspio platform to create an entirely new revenue stream. Their solution streamlines COVID testing, compliance for employers, clinics, labs, and testing centers. The system is now being accessed nationally by organizations of all sizes, including government agencies, airlines, sports teams, retail brands, and movie studios. Snap Healthcare estimates it would have taken 6 to 9 months to build an initial version of the application using traditional software development. But that was never an option since the company didn't have any developers, and due to the fact that to the fast pace of the pandemic, requirements were changing every few weeks. With Caspio, the product was developed in less than 2 months. After initial launch, the application was frequently updated to incorporate new vaccines, distribution programs, and testing mandates. Essentially, Snap Healthcare used low-code to create a solution that was agile enough to keep up with the virus. Their choice to adopt low-code enabled Snap Healthcare to generate a new revenue stream on a dime, literally within a couple of months. This not only propelled their business, It seized a new market opportunity, kept hundreds of companies operating through the pandemic, and kept employees safe, delivering over 1 million COVID tests to date. This is a single example at a single company within a single industry. Imagine this happening among multitudes of businesses across multitudes of industries and multitudes of geographies all around the world. IDC forecasts that by 2023, over 500 million digital apps and services will be developed and deployed in the cloud, the same number of apps developed over the last 40 years. The need to develop custom applications is accelerating at a level we haven't seen before, and low-code is helping to keep pace with this surge in demand. Another example I would like to share is in the area of corporate social responsibility, or CSR for short. Global CSR, a consulting company based in Denmark, helps private companies, government agencies, educational institutions, and nonprofits maintain sustainable business practices. The company served as an expert advisor in the creation of the UN Guiding Principles, a set of guidelines for companies and governments to prevent and address human rights abuses committed within the operations of an organization. Last year, the EU Parliament voted to enact a new law based on the UN Guiding Principles. It requires EU companies to assess and remediate adverse impacts to human rights and the environment resulting from their business activities. However, there was no pre-existing software designed to manage this new due diligence process. Global CSR believed that they could help companies align to the UN Guiding Principles by offering an affordable, fully digital solution. However, they didn't have engineers or the ability to manage cloud infrastructure. Without any formal engineering or development education, a single employee, an attorney by profession, began prototyping solutions with low-code, no-code platforms. Using Caspio, he created their all-in-one flagship product that digitizes and automates the entire due diligence process. Organizations across the EU are now using the product to align their initiatives with human rights and environmental protections and demonstrate their compliance. The fact this was possible, a sophisticated revenue-generating product built entirely by a lawyer with no engineering background, is remarkable. To put this in perspective, think about the potential participation in low-code, no-code market, all the non-programmers with an interest in technology and the ability to join the movement. Initial data shows that the worldwide population of low-code developers is growing 3 times faster than traditional developers. Given that only half of 1% of the world's population knows how to code, the potential market of low-code developers is exponential. Low-code, no-code platforms help non-programmers leapfrog past the complexity of traditional software development by skipping the lengthy learning process and development time of programming. Low-code enables more people to build digital solutions that would otherwise not be possible due to limitations in technical skills, resources, or budgets. Low-code also has the ability to make exponential technologies more accessible to non-coders. The visual point-and-click and drag-and-drop approach can incorporate and encapsulate various technologies, including cloud and edge computing, AI, and machine learning. While many of these solutions are still in their infancy, the potential is very exciting. Several tech companies are currently exploring no-code methods to create app interfaces based on natural language processing and predictive machine learning. That's remarkable considering that just a few years ago, the field of AI was only available to skilled coders and data scientists. Now, low-code is starting to democratize the use of AI for non-coders, a milestone many experts believe would have taken 10 years or longer to achieve. In closing, I would like to leave you with some of my thoughts on leveraging low-code as an exponential technology within your business. I would even go so far as to say that there is a new mandate for technical leadership teams. If you're an IT leader today and you're not proactively empowering citizen developers within your organization, then in my opinion, you're not fully doing your job. Here is why. Business demand for custom software is growing 5 times faster than IT can deliver. The needs of today's post-COVID business environment simply cannot be met by hiring more developers or coding faster. Those days are gone. Now it's about creating a digitally fluent business from the ground up. More and more individuals in the modern workforce are tech savvy, honing their digital skills over the years by using various software applications to manage data and business workflows. Low-code empowers these employees to leverage their digital skills using an IT-endorsed platform, which in the end helps to reduce the strain on IT departments. IT should have its best developers working on the company's biggest challenges, and this is the work that professional developers enjoy more anyways. By providing an accessible, fast, and affordable way to address the surging demand for custom applications, low-code is becoming a breakthrough exponential technology that will shape our digital future. And with so many using low-code, no-code platforms to make the world a better place, our digital future looks bright. Thank you.